Hello,
Yes.
good morning, everybody.
Good
Hello,
morning, ma'am.
good morning. Uh, Today we are going to start the next unit. In the previous unit, we have talked about general knowledge. We talked about, or we discussed about the importance of general knowledge, and you should try to improve your general knowledge. It will prove yourself. It will be help you to prove yourself as a better candidate. That's why you should develop good general knowledge. That was told in the previous lecture, and again we have discussed about abbreviations, abbreviative forms, short forms, and acronyms. We use acronyms or abbreviations of longer words only to save time. And that was also discussed. We have talked about the origin of the word okay. There are many words, those are in abbreviative forms, and we should try to find out the original words of those abbreviative words. तर हा गेल्या लेक्चर मध्ये हे आपण डिस्कस केलेलं होतं, आठवतंय ना? प्रतीक्षा, सानिका, आठवतंय का नाही?
Yes, ma'am.
हॅलो. हा, तर गेल्या लेक्चर मध्ये काय झालेलं आठवतंय का? कुठला टॉपिक डिस्कस केला आठवतंय ना, का अब्सेंट होता?
GK चा होता, जनरल नॉलेजचा.
That is the importance of GK. That was the unit in the previous lecture. And now today we are going to touch the next one unit, that is unit number 26. And the title is very catchy. The title is War Minus Shooting. What is that? We are going to know. And one picture, we are sharing a screen here, and the title is given here, The Sporting Spirit. The main title is War Minus Shooting, and the subtitle is there, that is The Sporting Spirit. And who has written it? It is given. You can see that George Orwell was the author of this extract. He is the author of this essay. Let's know something more about George Orwell first. Let us see the another screen. Now here is the picture of George Orwell the Great. He was a great author. Today also we take interest in his work. He had written plenty of literature, and all his literature is very catchy, very beautiful. And he had expressed his views beautifully, and that's why he got plenty of readers, thousands of readers. Now you can also read his books. Many books are available in the market. That let it be. Now he is one of the greatest author. हे लक्षात असलं पाहिजे तुम्हाला, जॉर्ज ऑरवेल द ग्रेट. Now this extract, War Minus Shooting, here given in your textbook, given in your syllabus, that is by George Orwell. That is taken from his one of a book, and the title is The Sporting Spirit. Now some biography is given here. You can see his picture, and you can easily understand George Orwell was not his real name. It was his pen name. In the past, and 19th century, most of the authors have habit of writing under the pseudonyms. Mostly it is seen that most of the female novelists, female authors, female writers, they used to write or used to publish their books, their works, literary works, under the pseudonyms. Maybe there are many reasons, maybe social or political reason, but they used to write under the pseudonym. Here is a man, he's George Orwell. George Orwell was also his pseudonym, or we can say it was his pen name. Under this name, he was composing his work, and he was publishing his work. Let it be. Hello, what happened? Now, here it is given that Eric Arthur Blair was his name, and he was writing under the name George Orwell. And you can get easy here. Some information is given here. He was born in your textbook. Also, a biography is given, and here it is said that he was born in 1903 and died in 1950. तर means you can easily understand that he is the author of 20th century. That is फर्स्ट हाफ ऑफ द 20th century. तर पहिल्या हाफ मध्ये होऊन गेले अतिशय फेमस असे ऑथर आहेत ते जॉर्ज ऑरवेल. अँड ही बिलॉंग्स टू इंडिया ऍक्च्युली. You can see here information is given. He was born in Bengal in India, and he was born in Bengal and educated in England. That was his reality. And then what happened, he went there in England. He was born British, don't forget, and he joined the imperial army, imperial police there in Britain in 1922. And then when he joined the imperial army there, he understood the real face of British empire, British imperialism. तर त्यावेळेस त्यांनी काम करायला सुरुवात केल्यावर त्यांना लक्षात आलं, ही वॉज अ मॅन, काइंड मॅन. आणि नंतर त्यांच्या लक्षात आलं की काय चाललेलं आहे, ब्रिटिश लोक काय आहेत, आर्मी जी म्हणली जाते ती काय आहे ब्रिटिश. Especially, British army is or was known for its imperialism. They used to force, they used to put burden on the other countries, less developed countries, and the people there. Mostly these British people, or especially British army, British police, imperial army, they used to force the black people, असं पण म्हणलं जातं, those are colored one. तर बऱ्याचशा गोष्टी आपल्याला imperial army बद्दल माहित आहेत. तर जॉर्ज ऑरवेल was working for that imperial police, and that time he understood the real face of the British imperialism, and that's why he started taking interest in writing against them, writing about them. तर हे झालेलं आहे. And then again he wrote his many books depending on imperialistic attitude of the police of British people, and the people who are facing them. तर असं जॉर्ज ऑरवेल यांनी काय केलं, तर he was then he produced his book. He started producing his work. He composed many literary books, literary works, and one of them was Burmese Days, his first fictional work. It is known as Burmese Days, was his first work, and that was published in 1934. And after that, whatever he published, that became very famous. And then again, during the Second World War also, it is given that he worked as a home guard. He was working as a home guard, and then he started working for BBC. You know what is the long form of BBC? British Broadcasting Corporation. BBC साठी काम करणं सुरू केलं. And there he showed his all the literary aspects, all his qualities. And he composed during that period, when he was working for BBC, he composed plenty of books, he composed literary works, and he circulated all his work to all over the world. And that during that period only, he had written a famous book, his own famous book. He had written his famous literary work named as Animal Farm. That is famous. Animal Farm हे नावाचं पुस्तक त्यांनी त्यावेळेस लिहिलं. Again 1984 is also one of his most popular book. तर 1984 नावाचं एक पुस्तक आहे ते त्यांनी लिहिलेलं आहे. He was a man of he was a man of author of 20th century, and that's why he was having the modernist views, modernist attitude सुद्धा होता त्यांचा. And he had written 1984 and Animal Farm, and these all his books, most of his books were became worldwide famous. तर असे हे मोठे फिगर होऊन गेलेले आहेत जॉर्ज ऑरवेल. इथं माहिती दिलेली आहे. He was a novelist, essayist, war minus shooting, that is also one of his famous essay. तर एसे लिहिलेले आहे. जर्नलिस्ट म्हणून सुद्धा त्यांनी काम केलेलं होतं. आणि बरेचसे लिटररी क्रिटिक he was for some, what happened, he was a literary critic also. तर लिटररी क्रिटिक म्हणून सुद्धा ते फेमस आहेत. तर असे हे मोठे व्यक्ती आहे, मोठे ऑथर होऊन गेले जॉर्ज ऑरवेल. And today we are going to read his one of an essay entitled as The Sporting Spirit. The essay's name is The Sporting Spirit. The title is catchy. You can get an idea of the topic or the theme. Let's see the essay. Here is the extract from your textbook. Now, we have understood who was he. George Orwell. He was working during the imperialistic era. Imperialism was going on there in Britain. And now here we are going to know his views. He is writing his own views. He was famous for his clear-cut views. Whatever he wanted to say, that he was writing and expressing. तर हे झालेलं आहे, त्यांनी आपले व्ह्यूज मांडलेले आहेत. इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी दॅट यू शुड बी ऍग्री विथ हिज व्ह्यूज और विथ हिम. तर तुम्हाला त्यांच्याशी ऍग्री असलंच पाहिजे असं काही बंधन नाहीये. त्यांचं मत आहेत ते त्यांनी पब्लिश केलेले आहेत अँड ते आपण आता वाचत आहोत. द टायटल इज द स्पोर्टिंग स्पिरिट and it is written by George Orwell. Here is also some information is given about the author and the essay itself. Now, George Orwell, you know that he was born in 1900, he died in 1950. He was born in Bengal, educated in England. Let it be. Now, his some of the books, Animal Farm is his masterpiece. It is given here. It is his masterpiece. It is a famous satire, political satire on Russian Revolution. The Russian Revolution वर भाष्य करणारं satire त्यांनी लिहिलेलं आहे. That is Animal Farm. And then next one, his last work, it is said that 1984 is his last work, last literary work. And it is grim forecast of the future of totalitarianism. And it is written in the form of readable novel. He is a novelist. तर फार महत्वाचं आहे, ते नॉवेलिस्ट होते. नाउ द स्पोर्टिंग स्पिरिट, दिस फर्स्ट अपियर्ड इन द ट्रिब्यून इन डिसेंबर 1945 ड्युरिंग द वर्ल्ड वॉर सेकंड. तर हे जे स्पोर्टिंग स्पिरिट हे जे एसे आहे तो ट्रिब्यून ह्यामध्ये, मे बी इट इज अ मॅगझिन, तर ह्या मॅगझिन मध्ये तो प्रसिद्ध झालेला होता 1945 मध्ये. अँड इट इज रिफ्रेशिंग फ्रँक एक्सप्रेशन, देर इज रिफ्रेशिंगली frank expression of Orwell's views on competitive games. Here means you will get the idea here. This essay is about competitive games. Today, you know, today there is everywhere, in each and every field there is competition, and especially we are talking about sports. Today sports are competitive in nature, and but that was the same was the not case in the past. तर आज आपल्याला माहित आहे सगळीकडे कॉम्पिटिशन आहे आणि गेम्स मध्ये, स्पोर्ट्स मध्ये तर कॉम्पिटिशन आलेलीच आहे. कॉम्पिटिटिव्ह नेचर आहे स्पोर्ट्सचं. स्पोर्ट आणि हे पण असं नाहीये की पूर्वी असं होतं. पूर्वी असे गेम्स कॉम्पिटिटिव्ह नव्हते. तर वेट ऑफ मिनिट. No, okay. In past, the games were not in competitive. They were not that much competitive. मग त्यामुळे जरा डिफरन्स जो आहे तो दिसत आहे. And his views are, he is expressing his views. When we read this essay, we understand here that he is not of the side. He is not on the side of the sports. He is opposite to sports. He was having he was expressing his anti-sports views. मीन्स आपल्याला त्यांचे इथे विचार ज्यावेळेस आपण वाचतो त्यावेळेस आपल्या लक्षात येतं की त्यांचे विचार बाजूने नाहीयेत. आज आपल्याला माहिती आहे सगळीकडे कॉम्पिटिशन आहे. कॉम्पिटिटिव्हनेस ना आपण सगळं खेळत असतो आणि मग आपली सायकोलॉजिकल कंडिशन आपण इमॅजिन करू शकतो, समजून घेऊ शकतो. आणि पण हे जे ऑथर आहेत त्यांचे व्ह्यूज, ही इज नॉट डिसॅग्री विथ द स्पोर्ट, आणि मीन्स ही इज टोटली डिसॅग्री विथ द स्पोर्ट, and he is not in the favor of, he is not talking in the favor of sports. तर ते स्पोर्ट्स थिंग दॅट क्रिएट्स गुडविल असं जर आज आपण म्हणलं जातं तसं त्यांचे व्ह्यू नाही आहेत. ही इज हॅव्हिंग अपोजिट कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग व्ह्यूज. अकॉर्डिंग टू हिम, the sports are not responsible, or sports are not creating any kind of goodwill. Actually sports are responsible for creating ill will, असं त्यांचं म्हणणं आहे. एवढंच आहे या एसे मध्ये. तर सुंदर असा एसे आहे. त्यांनी सांगितलेलं आहे की खेळामुळे खिलाडी वृत्ती तर वाढत नाहीच, उलट हेट्रेड वाढतं सगळ्यांच्या मनामध्ये. आणि इन सम सोर्ट वी कॅन इझिली फाइंड अंडरस्टँड दॅट इट इज समवॉट रिअलिस्टिक. तर हे जरा रिअलिस्टिक व्ह्यू आहेत, हे काही खोटं नाहीये. these views are realistic one. तर त्यामुळे आपल्या लक्षात येत आहे, द ऑथर हिअर what he is saying, the first two paragraphs I will read here in fast. I am always amazed when I hear people saying that sports creates goodwill between the nations, and that if only the common people of the world could meet one another in football or cricket, they would have no inclination to meet on the battlefield. Even if one didn't know from concrete examples, the 1936 Olympic Games, for instance, that international sporting contests lead to orgies of hatred, one could deduce it from general principles. Nearly all the sports practiced nowadays are competitive. You play to win, and the game has little meaning unless you do your utmost to win. On the village green, there you on the village green, where you pick up sides and no feeling of local patriotism is involved, it is possible to play simply for the fun and exercise. But as soon as the question of prestige arises, as soon as you feel that you and some larger units will be disgraced if you lost, the most savage combative instincts are aroused. Anyone who has played even in the school football match knows this. At the international level, sports is frankly mimic warfare, but the significant thing is not the behavior of the players, but the attitude of the spectators, and behind the spectators of the nations who work themselves into furies over these absurd contests, and seriously believe at any rate for short periods that running, jumping, and kicking a ball are tests of national virtues. असं काही एक मोठासा, दिस इज अ लॉंगर एसे, तर लॉंग आहे हा एसे. तर थोड्या दोन पॅराग्राफ आपण थोडक्यात वाचलेले आहेत. तर ह्याच्यावर आपल्याला लक्षात येतं की today's sports are competitive one, and these today's, according to this author, he is also the author of 20th century. According to him, today's contest, today's sporting events are absurd one. तर आता आजकालचे जे स्पोर्ट्स आहेत ते ऍब्झर्ड म्हणले जाऊ शकतात. नथिंग गुड इज देअर असं सांगण्याचा प्रयत्न, असं सांगत आहेत लेखक इथं. तर द ऑथर हिअर means author is George Orwell. He is not agree, or we can say he is disagree with the thought. We have the thought that he is totally disagree with the thought that sports create goodwill between the nations, among the people. तर आपल्याला माहित आहे खेळ जो आहे, cricket, it is our game. We like, Indians like it most, and we say that we play cricket only to establish goodwill between between the countries. हे आपल्याकडे म्हणलं जाणार, म्हणजे असं आपण सहज म्हणतो की चांगलं वातावरण, टू क्रिएट द कॉर्डियल रिलेशन बिटवीन टू कंट्रीज मध्ये, स्पेशली इंडिया पाकिस्तानच्या मॅच बद्दल बोललं जातं की मॅचेस खेळवल्या पाहिजेत आपल्यामध्ये चांगले संबंध निर्माण करण्यासाठी, असं म्हणलं जात होतं. पण हे किती सत्य आहे हे आपल्याला विचार करावा, यासाठी हा टॉपिक दिलेला आहे. जॉर्ज ऑर्वेल is opposite to sports and sporting events. Is in past, most of the people in past, they used to play only for the sake of fun, only for the sake of entertainment. But today we some other things are involved in the sports. There is competitiveness, there is hatred, there is jealousy, there is politics in the sports, and that's why today's sports is at all different from the past sporting events. तर पूर्वीच्या काळातले स्पोर्ट्स आणि आजच्या काळातले स्पोर्ट्स हे वेगळे आहेत. आजचा स्पोर्ट्स वेगळा झालेला आहे, असं हे लेखक आपल्याला सांगत आहेत की, आणि 20व्या शतकामधली तीच कंडिशन आजही रिलेव्हंट आहे. तर तेच आहे आज सुद्धा. And that's why he says he is having anti-sports views. He's putting forth his anti-sports standpoint. तर त्यांचे जे व्ह्यू सगळे आहेत या लेसन वाचल्यावर कळेल आपल्याला, हे एक्स्ट्रॅक्ट वाचल्यावर लक्षात आलं असेल की तो जे लेखक आहेत ते पूर्णपणे खेळाच्या विरुद्ध आहेत. खेळातून कुठलीही चांगली भावना निर्माण होत नाही, असंच त्यांचं मत आहे. यू मे नॉट अग्री विथ हिम, दॅट इज अनदर केस. तर असू शकतात तुमचे काही व्ह्यूज वेगळे असू शकतात, मे बी यू अग्री विथ हिम ऑर मे नॉट. तर ते आपल्यावर डिपेंड आहे. बट वी आर रीडिंग हिज व्ह्यूज, ही इज एक्सप्रेसिंग हिज थॉट्स हिअर. तर आपण त्यांचे विचार म्हणून हे बघायचं आहे. आपल्याला असं नाहीये की त्यांच्यासारखेच आपले विचार असले पाहिजेत. अँड अकॉर्डिंग टू हिम दी स्पोर्ट्स आर creating ill will, not good will, and the sports are responsible for creating ill will between the two teams, between the two contesting teams, between the two nations. And that's why, to prove his point, he is giving various examples here. He is talking about 1936 Olympic Games. Many other examples are given here in the textbook. Now, according to the author, according to Orwell, international, he's talking about international sports, international sporting contests, sporting events. So, according to him, international sporting contests leads to orgies of hatred. असं एक वाक्य ते करत आहेत. He is talking about these contests, sporting contests, especially not local contests. There is not the issue of national pride. Many a times this happens. Means there is no, but here when we play, we think about international sporting contest today. There comes the issue of national pride, and you must be agree with this. तर असलंच आपल्याला तुमच्या लक्षात येतच असेल की हे सत्य आहे की आपण ज्या वेळेस इंटरनॅशनल स्पोर्ट्स बद्दल बोलतो त्यावेळेस कुणालाही अशी उदात्त अशी भावना असतेच असं नाही. बरेचदा तिथं आपल्याबद्दल, आपल्या देशाबद्दल एक महत्व, आपल्या देशाला आपण जास्त महत्व देत असतो आणि एक मोठेपणाची भावना असते किंवा तू जर आपण हरलो तर कमीपणा येईल असं काहीतरी भावना असतेच. हे तर सत्य आहे. आणि दॅट इज वाय दिस ऑथर इज अगेन्स्ट द व्ह्यूज, अगेन्स्ट दी स्पोर्ट्स. आता हे म्हणत आहेत, ऑथर सांगत आहेत, दीज स्पोर्ट्स और इंटरनॅशनल स्पोर्टिंग कॉन्टेस्ट takes us or leads to orgies of hatred, or they creates hatred between the two nations, between the two countries, between the two countries, or between the spectators of the two countries. तर सगळ्यांमध्ये वाईटपणाची भावनाच निर्माण होत असते या खेळामुळे असं ते सांगत आहेत. स्पोर्ट्स प्लेड ॲट इंटरनॅशनल लेवल दे हार्डली प्रमोट गुडविल असं त्यांचं मत आहे. मीन्स इन mostly they say here the author is saying that almost no case is there. Means the sports are not creating any kind of goodwill at all. They are creating the hatred only. Asa, they are not responsible for they are not helping any way in establishing friendly relationships between the nations. तर कुठल्याही प्रकारचे फ्रेंडलीनेस तिथं नसतो, कुठल्याही प्रकारचे मित्रत्वाची, बंधुत्वाची भावना सुद्धा त्याच्यातून निर्माण होत नाही दोन देशांमध्ये. आणि यू कॅन अंडरस्टँड हिज व्ह्यूज, you may be agree with him, and you can imagine that what happens in the sports. For example, you can think about the World Cup matches, World Cup cricket matches between India and Pakistan, and what happens when the matches are going on, what kind of mental condition, in which kind of mental condition we are, what kind of mental status we observe, ते आपल्या लक्षात येऊ शकतं की ज्यावेळेस इंडिया पाकिस्तानची मॅच असते त्यावेळेस कसं आपलं मन असतं. त्यावरूनच तुम्ही त्यांचे मत समजून घेण्याचा प्रयत्न करू शकाल. त्यावरून तुमचा अंदाज येईल की काय घडतं खेळामुळे. तर यू कॅन इमॅजिन दॅट इंडिया पाकिस्तान मॅचेस and what kind of temperament of the people, of the public, of the spectators is there. That is, and the whole nation, what happens with the nation, the whole nation goes under the tension. And what kind of tension it is, the tension of or the burden of win. That is, we want win for our nation by hook or crook. We think that we must get win. तर असंच होत असतं, आपल्या मनाला असंच वाटत असतं की आपला देशच फक्त जिंकला पाहिजे, आणि हेच प्रेशर आपल्या मनावर फार मोठं असतं की आपलाच देश जिंकला पाहिजे. द टेन्शन ऑफ विन इज ऑलवेज देअर, अँड दिस occurs because of this issue, because of various issues, because of issue which come in our mind. That is, this tension occurs because there comes the issue of self pride. There comes the issue of prestige. That is prestige of the nation. Self pride means we have to relate this self pride with the nation. national pride. It becomes self pride, and that if there is self pride there, if there is issue of self pride, then automatically we forget all the good things, goodwill, and there develops the ill will for the others. आणि हेच होतं पाकिस्तान इंडियाच्या मॅच मध्ये, आपल्याला एकमेकांबद्दल रागच निर्माण झालेला असतो. हे तुम्ही लक्षात घेऊ शकता. आणि हेच लेखक सांगत आहेत. मीन्स if there is issue of national pride, then there comes ill will, there comes hatred, and there comes hardness for the others. And that is the case, that is the things, these all are the issues he is discussing here. According to this author, George Orwell, international sport events creates nothing but hatred, nothing but animosities, nothing but ill will. And sports events create most of these sport events nowadays are competitive in nature. असं लेखक सांगत आहेत आपल्याला इथं. Sports practice nowadays they create hatred and hatred, nothing else. That is told here by this author. And you may have the question that why he is saying so, because or whether it is possible or not, but it is possible that these sports, there is great possibility that these sporting events are creating ill will. And here author is saying that there is nothing but excessive self pride and anger and hatred comes because of sports only. तर हे खेळच आहेत, खेळ नसते तर एवढं होणार नाही असं लेखकांचं मत आहे. कशाला खेळ खेळायचे एकमेकांच्या देशांमध्ये, आणि जर खेळ खेळले नाहीत तर आपल्याकडे ही भावना पण येणार नाही, एवढं मोठं मनाची सेल्फ प्राईडचा इश्यू पण होणार नाही, अँगर येणार नाही, हेट्रेड होणार नाही. अँड ऑल द निगेटिव्ह emotions are created only because of sports, and those are played between two nations at international levels. Means international sporting events only create animosities between the nations, hatred between the nations, feeling of bad will, feeling of ill will between the nations. तर हे गोष्ट फक्त लेखकांनी इथं सांगितलेली आहे की हे स्पोर्ट्स काहीही उपयोगाचे नाहीत. ही इज स्टेटिंग हिज अँटी स्पोर्ट्स standpoint. The author is surprised now. He says next paragraph, he says that he is totally surprised. Today's games are competitive. Today's sports practiced today nowadays are competitive. Very much competition is there, and that is and this he is surprised. He is surprised surprised when many people, or when people say that sports create goodwill, feeling of friendliness, and definitely that will happen. The first paragraph says that this will happen. When it will happen, when these sports will create goodwill, it will happen when the spectators coming on the sports ground, spectators who are there to enjoy, spectators who are there to see the matches, contests. This will happen, it will create goodwill only when the spectators coming on the ground, they don't have any inclination or they don't have any interest to meet each other on the battlefield. Then only it will happen. But actually what happens, they are the spectators are there on the ground only for with the mind of fighting a war like situations. तर मीन्स दे कम देअर ऑन द फॉर द वॉर असं घडत असतं. खरं तर हे सगळे वॉर साठी झालेले असतात, भांडण करण्यासाठी झालेले असतात हे स्पेक्टॅटर्स. ही इज टॉकिंग अबाउट स्पोर्ट्स, he is talking about players, their attitude, and mostly he is blaming the spectators for making the sports absurd activity. तर सगळ्या स्पोर्ट्सचा विचका करण्यामागे कोण कोण असतं, तर मुळात स्पोर्ट्स चांगले नसतातच, खेळाडू तर असतातच तसे, पण खेळाडूंपेक्षा ते जे लेखक आहेत ते कुणावर जास्त हे धरत आहेत, त्यांचा रोख कुणावर आहे, तर स्पेक्टॅटर्सवर आहे, आपल्यावर आहे. जे वी गो, sometimes you may have taken part as a sports person, and many times you may go there in the grounds for as a spectator. तर असं होतं. तुम्हाला माहित आहे स्पेक्टॅक्टर्स कसे असतात आणि खेळाडू म्हणून काय करत असतो आपण. तर इथं लेखक आहेत ते स्पेक्टॅक्टर्स बद्दल सुद्धा ही इज टॉकिंग अबाउट द स्पेक्टॅक्टर्स, ही इज टॉकिंग अबाउट देअर मेंटल सेटअप, ही इज टॉकिंग अबाउट देअर ऍटिट्यूड्स. तर what he says here, if the spectators are not willing to go on the war, for the war on the battlefield, then it will be good. But these mostly these spectators, what happens, these spectators go on the ground only for the war. That is why he says, author says that sporting contest leads to abuse of hatred. Is general principles. Here the author is saying that sports cannot create goodwill between nations, goodwill between countries cannot be established by these sporting events, by the international sports or sporting events. And we should not organize the sporting events. असं त्यांचं मत असेल. His views are anti-sports, and you should think about his views, and your views may be different. That is the another case. तर असं नाहीये की आपण त्यांच्याशी त्यांच्या व्ह्यू सोबत आपले व्ह्यूज मॅचच केले पाहिजेत, असं काहीही नाही. पण लेखकांचं असं मत आहे की हे स्पोर्टिंग इव्हेंट्स, स्पेशली इंटरनॅशनल लेवलचे स्पोर्टिंग इव्हेंट्स काहीही जरुरी नाही ऑर्गनाईज करायची. त्याच्यामुळे देशादेशांमध्ये भांडणच निर्माण होतात, काही दुसरं होत नाहीच. Again, in the next line, he says that nowadays sports practiced nowadays are competitive. You must be agree with this line that nowadays we are, whatever sports are going on, or whatever sports are now there nowadays, those are competitive, very much competitive. And you know that you play against each other. Sports, what happens in sports events, what happens, we play against each other. And why we play there? We play only to get win, not the failure. We are not interested in getting failures, and that is wrong. Nothing is wrong in that, but another attitude comes there, that makes the sports an absurd thing. So when you go to the play on the ground, there you play against the opposite team, and that your aim is only to get win. And you have to do, that you have to do for the win. You have to do anything, everything, and you do that, and you think that hook or hook, we are going to get a win. तर हा आपला प्रयत्नच असतो. कितीतरी मार्ग असतात, खूप कष्ट घेतो आपण. We do our best, we show our best, we work hard, and we try to get the win. तर हे सत्य आहे. कुठलाही खेळाडू असतो, तुम्ही पण खेळला असाल ग्राउंडवर, आणि त्यावेळेस तुमची मानसिकता कशी असते हे तुम्हाला माहित आहे. and you win only to you play only to win, हे सुद्धा सत्य आहे. आणि चुकीचं पण काही नाहीये, हे सत्य आहे. That is, लेखक सांगत आहे, he is giving the example, he is talking about the different kind of sports. There are two classifications, sports played in villages, and sports played or sporting events in urban areas, and sporting events in rural areas. तर असं त्यांनी क्लासिफिकेशन केलेलं आहे. ही इज टॉकिंग अबाउट देम. ऑन द विलेज ग्राउंड्स, विलेज ग्रीन म्हणतात ते. When we are on the village grounds, there is no local patriotism, or local patriotism is not there, occurs in the mind of the public there, in the mind of the sports people there. तर आपण ज्यावेळेस ग्राउंडवर खेळत असतो, खेळाच्या खेड्यामध्ये खेळत असतो समजा, तर तिथं काही आपण आपल्या खेळ खेळताना आपल्या मनात काय पॅट्रियटिझम येतो असं नाही, येणारच नाही. We play on the local grounds there, and the patriotism is not the important matter there, or there is no issue of local patriotism. But there also many times nuisance take place. Means there is when you are on the local grounds, there is possible to mostly it is observed here the author says that when we are on the local grounds, we play on the local grounds, there we play only for, we means
the people, sports people there, they play only for the sake of fun, and that is good. When we play for the sake, we play for the exercise purpose, that is very much good. The, the sports is very good. If we there also what happens when we start if we lose, when we will be disgraced, we will be bullied, तर असं जर वाटायला लागलं तर काय होतं हा विचार. It's when we start feeling that we will be disgraced, we lose or we defeat. When we get defeat, if we get defeat or if we get defeated, then people will laugh at us. The opposite people will laugh at us. If this kind of feeling comes in our mind, there comes the hatred. तर अशी जरी फिलिंग आली की आपण जर हरलो आणि हरलो तर दुसरे लोक आपल्यावर हसतील, अपोजिट टीम खूप खुश होईल आणि अपोजिट टीमचे स्पेक्टॅटर्स आपल्यावर हसतील, असं जर आपल्याला वाटायला लागलं तर आपल्या मनात वाईट भावना यायला सुरुवात होते, जरी आपण लोकल ग्राउंडवर, विलेज ग्रीनवर असलो तरी, असं लेखक इथं सांगत आहे. If we feel disgraced on our when we lose, we feel disgraced, then we get another, there comes the hatred, feeling of hatred, and there comes the most savage combative instincts, असं लेखक म्हणत आहेत. There comes or there occurs most savage combative instincts, there occurs or there aroused savage combative instincts when we start feeling disgraced by our defeat. तर आपण हरल्यावर जर आपल्याला कमीपणाची भावना वाटायला लागली की भयानक असे असा प्रकारचा खेळ तिथं सुरू व्हायला सुरुवात होते, असं लेखक म्हणत आहेत. And when you start feeling that your defeat is your disgrace, that time the wild fighting, that is savage combative म्हणत आहेत लेखक इथं, then a wild fighting spirit occurs, comes in our mind. मग आपलं मन बदलतं, ज्यावेळेस आपल्याला वाटतं की आपल्याला ह्याच्यातनं कमीपणा होणार आहे, मिळणार आहे, आपलं हरलं तर अवघड होणार आहे, हरलं म्हणजे चांगलं नाही. Nothing matters where you are, on the village green or on at the international sporting events. तर कुठेही असलात तरी ज्यावेळेस तुम्हाला असं वाटायला लागतं की हे हरणं जर चांगलं नाहीये, दुसरे आपल्याला हसतील आणि हसत असतील, तर मात्र आपण त्या खेळामध्ये वेगळ्या स्पिरिटनं जातो. आवर स्पिरिट, स्पोर्टिंग स्पिरिट डझंट अकर देअर, वाईल्ड फायटिंग स्पिरिट अकर्स देअर, असं लेखक आपल्याला सांगत आहेत. वेगळी भावना खेळातला, वेगळी वृत्ती, मनोवृत्ती निर्माण होते, वाईल्ड मनोवृत्ती ना आपण खेळायला लागतो. वी स्टार्ट मेकिंग our defeat as a prestige issue, win as our prestige issue, and that is why it should not be there. And mostly, according to the author, the prestige issue is always present, always there in the sporting events. And the sports and sporting events turned into savage combat or savage fight if there is prestige issue. म्हणून प्रेस्टीज इश्यू हा जर तिथं करू नये, पण प्रेस्टीज इश्यू खेळामध्ये होतोच आणि त्यामुळे हे खेळाचं घोळ होऊन जातो, खेळाचं रूपांतर फाईट मध्ये होऊन जातं, कॉम्बॅट्स मध्ये होऊन जातं, खेळ नाही राहत, तो एक लढा होऊन जातो. अँड एव्हरीवन हॅज you know that you also maybe you have played on the grounds, and that's why everybody or everyone has such kind of experience what happens on the ground as a player or as a spectator, you can imagine. तर असे मत लेखकांना आपल्याला खेळाबद्दलची, खेळाच्या भावनाबद्दलची मत लेखकांनी इथं मांडलेली आहेत. And here again the author says that savage combats are not because of players. Here now in the further he is talking about after prestige issue, he is talking about the audiences, what is significant there. Now the author says that this savage kind of fights or combats are not because of players. Now he blames to the spectators. तर ऑडियन्सेस असं पण आपण त्यांना म्हणतो. अँड ही सेज दॅट स्पेक्टॅक्टर्स मेक द स्पोर्ट्स अन ऍब्झर्ड कॉन्टेस्ट. तर ऍब्झर्ड करण्यामागे स्पेक्टॅक्टर्स फार रिस्पॉन्सिबल असतात. अँड ऍक्च्युली स्पेक्टॅक्टर्स आर देअर. Why we go there, why we are there as a spectators, or why the spectators gather there for the sports only to enjoy, only to cheer their team. तर त्यांचं काम असतं चिअरिंग करणं, चिअरिंग करत असतात हे स्पेक्टॅक्टर्स. That spectators are cheering for their team at the international sporting events, international matches, international contests. तर हे खेळाडूंसाठी किंवा त्यांच्या साईडच्या त्यांच्या देशाचे जे खेळाडू असतात त्यांच्या बाजूना त्यांना चिअरिंग करण्यासाठी असतात, चिअरिंग करत पण असतात. दिस ऑडियन्स इज देअर ओनली टू cheer up their teams. And that both the sides of audiences are there present. तर दोन्ही बाजूचे ऑडियन्स तिथे असतच. कुठलीही स्पोर्ट्स चाललेला असेल, कुठलाही खेळ चाललेला असेल तर दोन्ही ऑडियन्स तिथं प्रेझेंट असतं. अँड दे आर देअर टू चिअर देअर नॅशनल टीम्स. नॅशनल टीम म्हणा किंवा नॅशनल टीम्सला चिअरअप करण्यासाठी असतात. अँड दे बिहेव, बट व्हॉट हॅपन्स, दे चेंज देअर बिहेवियर. दीज स्पेक्टॅक्टर्स अँड देअर स्पेशली देअर बिहेवियर, rude behavior, their indifferent behavior is responsible to making the game of us. तर खूप घोळ घालत असतात हे स्पेक्टॅक्टर्स. दे instead of cheering while cheering they behave indifferent manner, and they hate each other. They hate other teams or the other team players. तर तिथं हेट्रेडची भावना या स्पेक्टॅक्टर्सच्या मनात येत असते आणि ते हेट करत असतात. दे laugh on the other teams, they bully them, they shout at them. खूप घोळ घालतात आणि ह्यामुळं खेळाचं दुर्गती होत असते आणि खेळामुळे कुठलीही चांगली भावना निर्माण होत नाही, असं लेखक आपल्याला पटवून देत आहेत. अँड these spectators they create the feeling of hatred, create the feeling of animosities between the nations about each other. And that is that this kind of animosity, this kind of hatred, ill will, fight, anger in the that is okay in the battlefield, but this kind of is not good on the sporting events. That is and that is not good. This kind of attitude is not, spectators and their attitude is not good for the sporting spirit and for the sports, असं लेखक आपल्याला इथं सांगत आहे. And here for that for he is giving various examples here in the passage. He is giving various examples of cricket matches. Means he is talking about cricket here. The cricket matches, you can imagine what happens during the cricket matches, especially India Pakistan matches. You go if you go there as just a spectators, and you feel, if you go there as a spectator, there also you have the feeling of anger in your mind. You feel anger for the other, that is opposite team. हे असतंच, आपल्याला मनात राग असतो and you feel that your team must be win. तर असं वाटतं आपल्याला आपलीच टीम जिंकली पाहिजे. तर हे असे भावना आपल्याला मनामध्ये असतेच. तर इथं लेखक सुद्धा आपल्याला काही उदाहरणं देत आहेत. The third paragraph, he is talking about the cricket. He is giving some other examples. According to him, he says that he is saying here that cricket is a leisurely game, happy-go-lucky game. And he in the third paragraph, he is talking about cricket, and you can read the paragraph. Here he tells us that or he is giving the example of cricket. According to him, cricket is a gentleman's game. You know that it is said as, it is known as gentleman's game. Cricket is a gentleman's game, and here author says it is the leisurely game. And he says that cricket is the leisurely game, and it is very easy go lucky or happy go lucky game आहे तो. Happy going spirit, it requires, cricket requires, or cricket there is a happy easy going nature audiences are go there with easy going nature, but this is only on the papers. Actually, what happens there also, this cricket, though it is a gentleman's game, it is also create, it is also responsible for creating hatred. तर हा जरी म्हणतो आपण चांगला गेम आहे, लेजरली आहे, क्रिकेट हा जंटलमॅनचा गेम म्हणला जातो, तरी पण असं नाहीये की त्याच्यामुळे चांगली भावना निर्माण होते. फॉर दॅट सेक ही इज गिव्हिंग the examples. You can imagine or you can understand what happens during the games. Now here he gives the example of a cricket match, cricketing tournament. Here he is talking about a tour of Australian cricket team. Once Australia, that is in 1921, Australian cricket team visited England. They were on the tour to England, and this tour was very much controversial. Australia's tour to England in 1921, that was controversial one. And why it was so? Because this because of the indifferent behavior of the players, especially Australian players. And you know how much hatred is there in Australia, in the audiences of Australia and British about each other, for each other. तर ते आपल्याला माहित आहे. And this tour to England, Australia's tour to England in 21, that was controversial because of very much controversy took place. It was controversial one because of wrong, boastful, or a disgraceful behavior of the players then. त्यावेळेसचे जे खेळाडू होते, आता सुद्धा हेच घडतं, पण त्यावेळेसचे जे खेळाडू होते त्यांनी फार विचित्र असं वागणूक केलेली होती त्यावेळेस, ज्यावेळेस ते 21 मध्ये गेलेले होते. आणि काय केलं होतं, दे वेअर, हिअर इट इज गिवन that this tour became controversial because of their behavior, players behavior, disgraceful behavior. The cricket is graceful game, but the behavior of the cricketers was disgraceful, and that tournament became controversial because of disgraceful behavior of the players. And there was the controversy arose over the body line bowling and wrong and rough tactics used by Australian players. तर हे माहित आहे आपल्याला, बरेचदा आपण ऐकतो चेंडू टाक. तर हे क्रिकेटिंग स्पोर्टिंग स्पिरिट नाहीये, पण तरी पण हे घडतं आणि हे घडलं असं लेखक म्हणत आहे. and that's why he is having totally anti sports views, and those he is expressing by giving various examples. तर एक्झाम्पल देत आहेत. त्याच वेळेस हे लेखक पण त्यावेळेस होते, 20th सेंचुरी बद्दलच बोलतात. आणि त्यावेळेस ते सांगत आहेत की असं घडलेलं होतं. 21 मध्ये बॉडी लाईन बॉलिंग टाकली ह्या खेळाडूंनी ऑस्ट्रेलियाच्या, काही रॉंग टॅक्टिक्स वापरल्या असतील, आणि त्यातून काय झालं तर नथिंग बट द इव्हिल वॉज क्रिएटेड अमंग द पीपल बिटवीन द टू कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग बिटवीन द नेशन्स. देशादेशामध्ये वॉर लाईक कंडिशन्स असल्यासारखे सिच्युएशन तयार झालेल्या होतात या गेम मुळे. And he's giving this example, he's giving this very nice example, and this by giving this example, author George Orwell, he is putting forth his anti-sports standpoint. तर अशा चांगल्या पद्धतीने लेखक उदाहरणं देऊन आपल्याला त्यांचे व्ह्यूज, ते स्पेशली कसे आहेत, अँटी स्पोर्ट्स आहेत, ऑर्वेल यांचे व्ह्यूज ते देत आहेत आणि ते आपल्याला सांगत आहेत. फर्दर ही इज गिव्हिंग अदर एक्झाम्पल्स ऑफ other games. For example, he is saying that football, he is giving another example of football tournament. Again, here football, you know, it needs strength. You know, cricket is a gentleman's game, it needs this graceful behavior. And other hand, football is the game of power, it needs power, strength. तर हे माहित आहे तुम्हाला, फुटबॉलला खूप ताकद लागते, वेगळा स्पोर्ट आहे, पॉवरफुल स्पोर्ट आहे हा, इट इज पॉवरफुल स्पोर्ट. अँड फुटबॉल, ही इज टॉकिंग अबाउट फुटबॉल. Football is a game in which everyone gets hurt. Here he is writing that football is a game in which everyone gets hurt, and because it requires power and strength, and every nation has its own tactics and styles, which seems unfair to foreigners, unfair to each unfair to opposite spectators. तर प्रत्येकाने जे जे टॅक्टिक्स वापरलेले असतात ते एकमेकाला चुकीच्याच वाटत असतात, and this creates ill will between the countries. Then again author here further he is giving up example of boxing. तिसऱ्या लाईन मध्ये तुम्ही बघू शकता, worst of all is boxing. He is talking about boxing. He's saying that boxing is also a very disturbing game. It creates boastful atmosphere. It is disgusting one. तर हे बॉक्सिंग सुद्धा काही चांगलं नाहीये, फुटबॉल पण चांगला नाहीये, क्रिकेट पण काही खास करत नाही असं लेखक सांगत आहेत. And he is saying here that boxing is the boxing is the game which is worst game. It is the worst game. According to author, the boxing is one of the worst game, and he is also responsible for creating ill will among the people. And when we go to see the boxing matches, we easily understand what is going on there. तर ज्या वेळेस आपण बॉक्सिंगच्या इव्हेंट्स बघायला जातो ऍज अ स्पेक्टॅक्टर जरी असलो तरी आपल्याला ते लक्षात येतं व्हॉट काइंड ऑफ ऍटमॉस्फिअर इज देअर, व्हॉट काइंड ऑफ मेंटॅलिटीज आर देअर, मेंटॅलिटी ऑफ द स्पेक्टॅक्टर्स देअर, ते आपल्याला लक्षात येऊ शकतं. When we go to see just going at the boxing site, we can see the difference there. We start feeling we can understand what kind of hatred is going on in the minds of the people gathered there, or what kind of hatred is there among the people or in the minds of the spectators there. तर खूप एकमेकांबद्दल हेट्रेडची भावना असते हे तिथे आपल्याला लक्षात येतं. हिअर द ऑथर इज टॉकिंग अबाउट बॉक्सिंग इव्हेंट, and once there was a boxing contest was going on between white and colored boxers before a mixed audience. He says that just suppose if there is a match, there is a fight between white and colored boxers before a mixed audience, what will be the reaction? What will be your reaction? Just give your reaction. If there is a match between white and colored boxer, that is black boxer, colored means, or other means non-white boxers म्हणू शकतो आपण. तर white, if there is a match between boxing contest between white and colored boxers, and that is before a mixed audience, means both the kind of audiences are present there, then what may be the situation there. तर हे आपण इमॅजिन करा असं म्हणत आहेत लेखक. And it becomes the horrible fight if such kind of boxing event is going on between white and black boxer, or white and colored boxer before the mixed audience, then it becomes a horrible fight. It takes the form of horrible fight between not only two boxers, between the two races. तर इथं रेसेसचा प्रश्न येतो, उद्भवतो असं लेखकांच्या जाणवलेलं आहे. इट इज ट्रू. अँड काय होतं, जर काळा आणि गोरा मध्ये जर फाईट असेल आणि सगळ्या दोन्ही प्रकारचे जर ऑडियन्स असेल तर काय कंडिशन होत असेल इमॅजिन करा. तर इथं नुसती फाईटच नसते, तर इथं वॉरफेअर असतं, किंवा इथं तुम्हाला इथं you can see the fight between the races. You get chance to see the fight between the races. तर इथं दोन रेस मधली फाईट तुम्हाला अनुभवता येते असं लेखक म्हणत आहे. It is very much terrific, and the mixed audience present there make it more worse. First of all, the fight between races means races is there, and then the audience present there, they make the match. Wait, huh? No, means the behavior of the audience is also very much important. And most of the at the most sporting events, international sports, the audience behaves very indifferently. Audience behavior makes the game disgusting one. तर हे खूप महत्वाचं सांगत आहेत लेखक. तर ऑडियन्सच खूप विचित्रपणा करतात आणि सगळ्या गेमचा विचका करत असतात. ऑडियन्सच्या मनातच स्पोर्टिंग इव्हेंट स्पोर्ट्स बद्दल वेगळी भावना निर्माण होते. दे मेक द स्पोर्ट दे टेक इट ऍज अ सेल्फ मॅटर ऑफ सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट, सेल्फ किंवा कंट्रीज रेप्युटेशनचा ते प्रश्न तिथं आणतात. त्यामुळं हे सगळा घोळ होत असतो आणि खेळ असतो तो खेळामुळे कुठलंही चांगले भावना निर्माण होत नाही, असं लेखक त्यांच्या या एसे मधून वॉर मायनस शूटिंग ह्या एसे मधून सांगत आहेत. And he's giving very many examples. Just now we have talked about, or he has given us the example of cricket, the gentleman's game. He told here only we have read that this football is also not football is one of the game which creates which makes the green ground into a war field. And again he's talking about boxing event. Boxing is one of the disgusting game according to the author. Boxing is one of the disgusting game, and the behavior of the audiences make it very much disturbing. तर हे सगळं सांगत आहेत त्यांच्या स्वतःच्या अनुभवावर. आणि through each and every example here he or the author is trying to state that sport is creating anger. Sport is creating anger in the minds of the audiences, in the minds of the people of the countries, and sports are disturbing the peace. हे महत्वाचं आहे. कुठल्याही खेळामुळे शांततेचाच भंग होत असतो, असं लेखकाचं मत आहे. The sporting events are disturbing, international sporting events especially he's talking, international sporting events are disturbing the peace between the nations, असं लेखकाला सांगायचा हेतू इथं दिसत आहे. And while talking about boxing here further in the next page, I will show you in the next lecture. In the his when he was talking, or while talking about the boxing, one of the disgusting game, he is further he is telling something more. Here he tells us that the behavior of the women, he is talking about women also. He is talking about the behavior of women audiences. Suppose there are women for in the boxing halls, what may be their behavior, हे तुम्ही जरा विचार केला पाहिजे. तर लेखकाला काय वाटलं ते दिलेलं आहे. You may not be agree with him. Here while talking about boxing, he tells that the behavior of the women audience becomes very much disgusting during the contests. तर ह्या स्त्रिया ज्या आहेत त्या अतिशय विचित्रपणे तिथं बिहेव करतात बॉक्सिंगच्या इव्हेंट्स मध्ये, असं लेखक म्हणत आहेत. And that is why many a times during that period, today it is not the case, or not the case going on, when in the past, when in the 20th century, in the first half of the 20th century, it was going on that most of the boxing events, the women were not allowed. तर हे होतं. आता आपल्याला स्त्रिया सुद्धा बॉक्सिंग खेळतातच हे माहितच आहे आपल्याला, पण प्रेझेंट असतात ऑडियन्स मध्ये बऱ्याचशा स्त्रिया सुद्धा असतात. पण पूर्वीच्या काळात त्यावेळेस म्हणजे 100 वर्षापूर्वीच्या काळात स्त्रियांना बॉक्सिंग मध्ये येण्यापासून येत होत्या. चेंजेस वेर गोइंग ऑन इन द वर्ल्ड, but during some of the matches, boxing tournaments, women were not allowed. तर या स्त्रियांना काही वेळेस येऊ देत नव्हते. And one example here he is giving his real time example. When the author was working, I told you that he was working as a home guard. And he tells us that when he was working as a home guard in Britain, he was working as a home guard once the boxing tournament was going on in his city. And as he was working as a home guard, he was appointed there as a guard, and he was told by the authorities, he was told that not to allow any woman to enter inside the boxing boxing room or the boxing hall, that is where the contest was going on. तर हे स्वतःच उदाहरण देतात की मी ज्यावेळेस गार्ड काम करत होतो त्यावेळेस मला तिथं अपॉइंट केलं होतं की स्त्रियांना हात येऊ द्यायचं नाही. असे हे बिहेवियर्स आहेत. Especially we are not going to consider the color, we are not going to consider the sex, we are going to consider the behavior in as a whole. तर बिहेवियर फार मॅटर करतं, बिहेवियर ऑफ द ऑडियन्स. कोणी असलं, स्त्री असू दे, पुरुष असू दे, कलर्ड असू दे, व्हाईट असू दे, पण त्यांचं बिहेवियर हे या गेमला फार हानिकारक असतं असं लेखक म्हणत आहेत. आणि त्याच्यामुळे गेम म्हणजे विशेष महत्वाचे नाहीयेत असं लेखक म्हणतात. मॅन in the past also one man would mention, let's say that Arnold, according to him, sports should not be there. असं त्यांचं मत होतं की स्पोर्ट्स तिथं नसलेच पाहिजे कुठेही. But today's views are different. Today we have accepted sports. We competition is going on. तर डिफरंट आहे आजचं व्ह्यूज, पण हे लेखकाचं मत आहे की स्पोर्ट्स काही उपयोगाचे नाहीत. स्पोर्ट्स आर क्रिएटिंग हेट्रेड, स्पोर्ट्स आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर क्रिएटिंग अँगर. तर काही उपयोगाचे नाहीये. And when the author here, the author was working, he told us that he was working there home guard. What was his experience in the boxing hall? तर बॉक्सिंग हॉल मध्ये काय त्याचा एक्सपिरियन्स होता ते त्यांनी सांगितलेलं आहे. तर अशा पद्धतीनं आपल्याला पहिलं पेज आपण बघितलेलं आहे. जस्ट नाउ वी हॅव read the first page of the essay, and in the next lecture we will read the remaining part of the same essay. Now we are going to stop here. Wait. Let's stop now.